Welcome to another special edition of the State of the Union Pod. We have a special guest. I mean, let's just call it what it is. We have a legend when it comes to Major League Soccer and American soccer in our midst. Diego Valeri, the man, the myth, the legend. 34 years young, but just a wonderful soccer player and an even better human being is joining us here on the State of the Union Pod. Diego, welcome. First off, welcome. How are you doing in 2021, both as a soccer player and just as a human being?
Thank you for the introduction, Alexi. I'm happy to be back for trainings, for a new season. Exciting. We have an international cup to play, which is always attractive for me at this age. And as just preparing well for that game.
What did you learn last year? Sometimes we compare and contrast. I never went through a year like last year as a player. So what did you and the other players learn in 2020, given all the incredible challenges on and off the field?
A lot of things, of course, to be more united in those, moments where we were very, unstable because nobody knew what's going to happen, when it was going to be back the competition and all the stuff. And then all the experience we have in Orlando was amazing for us as a group. And then we improved a lot as a team from it, right? Getting, like a preseason in quarantine. And then from that, the group grew up a lot as a team, improved in so many areas. And we ended playing a very good soccer at the end of the regular season. And, we learn with our own experience that in soccer you can lose everything in one ball. So that what happened in Dallas, against Dallas. So I think this group it's been amazing last year, and it was a year where we got a lot of learning from it. And as a group, this preseason you could see that the team is solid outside the field and inside the field and in every training. So I'm very excited about it.
Well, look, you've been around for basically the last decade here. And as I mentioned, you are a Major League Soccer legend. You are a Portland Timbers legend. You are a the city of Portland legend. So where were you when you first heard the two words Portland, Oregon?
I was in my house, my apartment in Lanús, in Argentina, when my agent told me about Portland. That they were a manager and a coach that were looking, were watching the game, the last game I have played in that time. And I told my wife, and she said, "Okay, let's Google a little bit." And we saw all the trees and all the beautiful places Portland has. And then in a couple of weeks, I came for the physical exams. So in January 2nd, I remember, 2013, it was cold. It was really cold, colder than the picture showed us, and raining. So yeah, I was there in my house with my wife.
We talk about MLS building and growing and attracting talent from around the world. You were someone that you came with an open mind and an open heart, and you changed the way that we even view the team. And you have been incredibly successful. What attracted you to Major League Soccer? Why was that something that you wanted to do in that moment in your life and in your career?
I watched the MLS through Javier Morales, which was my teammate in Lanús for a while. So, I was in contact, obviously, with Guillermo Barros Esqueloto when he came here. But it was attractive to me that the league showed great effort to become better as a league in structure or the organization and how they respect the game, right? How they respect the game. I really like that. And I wanted to experience, obviously, the country, the life in this country with my family. I think it was a great experience for my wife and for my daughter. So in those terms, MLS and US, it was a perfect combo for me to come. And obviously having a place like Portland, it was a team with not too many years in the MLS, a new franchise looking for get the top of the table, get championships. So it was all new for me and for the team. So I was very excited to come, and obviously I'm happy. I'm very satisfied to to have done it in this club.
What's the best part about Portland, but not the soccer part? Okay, we know how good that is, but the best part about living in Portland?
Our people, our people. I think the people in this community is special, right? Obviously, the organization shows that because obviously it's people from the city, but at the end, the people of our place, it's different. They're warm, they are kind, they are respectful, and they showed us as a family, right, from the beginning, since I arrived. The way they are, and we got in love from them.
All right. So, as I said, you're still young. I think you can keep playing, but what do you feel and think about the future? How many more years do you want to play? And then when you do decide to stop playing, what do you see in your future?
Thank you. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good. Actually, that's my starting point to think that I can keep playing. I take care of myself, which is at this age very important. And then I'll be honest, I don't think about how many more years I can play. I don't put a limit on it. But if I feel okay with my body and with my mind, like motivated to keep playing, I'm gonna keep playing for a couple more years for sure. For I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I don't think about it. I wanna really, really enjoy the day. And I think it's the best way at this age to get the joy of our profession.
But you're also a smart man, and you think about the future. Is there something in the future that you want to do? Is it coaching? Is it front office, or something that has nothing to do with the sport?
I'm gonna keep working in soccer for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it's managing or coaching or as an assistant coach in the first couple of years, just to get involved with the new profession or something related, but outside the locker rooms. I don't wanna. Something that, I think is that I don't know if I want to keep having the same schedule. I became professional very young, and I don't want to be in the same schedule all the time. Maybe my family needs a different time.
You've been involved with MLS now for a number of years, and so you have seen the league grow and evolve and change over the years, and not just on the field, but everything around the sport. If you had your opportunity to make some changes or to do some things out there, what suggestions would you have for Major League Soccer as it continues to go forward?
For me, as a player, right? Thinking as a player, which is more free agency, more movements between the teams, and more obviously more investment on the salaries, right? Like make teams stronger, right? And obviously on the side, having a good base of an academy system, which allows teams to have at least 5, 6, or any number of players prepare in their academy, right? If I can imagine a Portland roster with 6, 7 players, young players, that grew up with our jersey from 13 years old or 12 years old, that's gonna create an identity that is gonna get obviously stronger the whole league.
You are a hero to a lot of young boys and girls that are watching not just Portland, but watching Major League Soccer. And there are players now that I'm sure that have watched you and grown up watching you, and maybe that you're even playing with and against going forward. That happens when you get a little bit older. Who are some of your heroes out there, either soccer players or other athletes or just other people in society that you look up to and you say, wow? Actually, give me a couple that you have played against, so actual soccer ones in Major League Soccer, and then some bigger ones maybe out there that either you played against outside of the soccer in Major League Soccer or even outside of soccer.
Yeah, sure. Only in MLS or in Argentina too?
It can be anywhere.
It can be anywhere. Okay, I really loved how Juan Román Riquelme, the 10th of Boca Junior, played. How elegant he was, and for me it was an inspiration, right? And then there's a couple of players from Lanús that I watched at the stadium. And then obviously for me, like playing against Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, who play here in MLS. I haven't had the chance to play against Gomito Gomez, but I really watched him play when he was here and when he was in Nueva Chicago playing at 40 years old. I don't know if you know him. So that's those are the names that I really, really, really liked when I was a kid.
What about other sports stars out there in other sports? Do you follow any other sports?
Yeah, sure. Michael Jordan, like basketball, of course. But I really, really watch soccer. I don't have, I like tennis, but I don't have any idol from tennis.
I know you watch soccer and you watch all the different leagues, and I know you're a big Thorns fan. What has women's soccer, and how have you grown to love not just the team but women's soccer out there, and how has it become part of your life? Because I know I've seen you talk about it before.
Of course, it changed my life. Obviously, being involved with my daughter, coming every game when we could to watch the Thorns, and having that understanding of how important they are for this community and for all the kids, and it's great. It changed my life. Actually, I started to look at the game in a different way. Actually, my family loved soccer, but being honest, in Argentina, there's not development on the women's soccer yet, so they're still growing, and I think it's a good time for us, the ones that experience how women's soccer is the impact women's soccer has in the U.S. To spread it all around the world.
Now, I know you're a guitar player. You can see the guitars behind me, so I know you love the guitar playing. So when did you pick up the guitar, and are you still playing?
I learned how to play when I get my first ACL injury, just to have my mind occupied, and yeah, I keep playing. I love rock and roll, and I used to play guitar and sing with my daughter. As a hobby, right? No, nothing in a good level. Just
Listen, if your only fan is your daughter, then that's okay.
Yeah, she's my only one.
So what should we expect this year from the Portland Timbers going forward? Obviously, you guys have been very, very successful, and you are a team that a lot of people want to watch play. But what should we expect from the 2021 version of the Portland Timbers?
Sure. As I said before, we want to keep improving, how we dominate the games with the ball. We are a team that has been solid in how to get results, right? We found different ways to do it, but we showed the last season that we are capable to dominate more with the ball, to score great goals as a team playing, and I think that's something that we really want to do. But at the end, what we are going to expect from Portland is, a team that is going to battle. It's going to battle until the end in every place we have to play, home and away. And this is a team that, is recognized by that. Sometimes we are not candidates, where the people doesn't see us as a team that are going to win the championships, but we are going to battle until the end.
Well, I can't wait to see it, both your team and you. And I want to thank you for everything that you have done for the league. Obviously, those of us that have been around a long time, when someone like you comes in and does what you do on the field, you make not just the team better, not just the league better, but you make the sport better. And it's been wonderful to be able to watch you. I hope we get to watch you for many, many more years. And then I hope you stay here. I hope you stay here with your family and you continue to give back to not just your community, but to the sport, because I think you're an incredibly smart person, and I think you would be a wonderful asset going forward to the sport that we have. So thank you so much. Good luck. Stay healthy, stay sane, and best of luck to you and your team on the upcoming season.
Thank you very much, Alexi. Thank you.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.